Imagine waking up after a car crash that should have definitely ended you. You brush yourself off, feeling like the luckiest person alive. But here is the terrifying part. What if you did not actually survive by luck? What if, in a million other parallel realities, you actually did die, and you are only conscious in this one because your mind has nowhere else to go? This is the core of quantum suicide, a thought experiment that turns the weirdness of subatomic physics into a genuine existential nightmare. It is not just a sci-fi trope. It is a logical consequence of how some of the world's smartest physicists think the universe actually works. To understand this, we have to talk about the many worlds interpretation. In this view, the universe is constantly splitting. Every time a quantum particle makes a choice, the timeline branches. One version of you sees the particle go left. Another sees it go right. Now, let's up the stakes with the experiment itself. Picture a scientist sitting in front of a machine linked to a single radioactive atom. If the atom decays, a gun fires and the scientist dies instantly. If it doesn't decay, nothing happens. To any outside observer, there is a 50-50 chance they are about to watch a tragedy. But for the person in the chair, the logic changes completely. According to this theory, the scientist can never experience the timeline where they are dead. When the machine triggers, the universe splits. In one reality, they are gone. But their consciousness can only exist in the branch where they survived. They pull the trigger again and again and again. To them, the gun just keeps clicking, harmlessly, forever. To the rest of the world, they eventually died on the first or second try. But to the subject, they are effectively immortal. This is where things get truly dark. If this logic holds up for a lab experiment, it might hold up for everything. Think about every close call you have ever had. That time you slipped on the stairs, or the fever that almost took you out as a kid. In the many worlds framework, there is a version of you that did not make it through those moments. You are only hearing my voice right now because you are currently inhabiting the one path where you are still functioning. This is called quantum immortality, and it implies that you can never actually experience your own end. You just keep sliding into increasingly improbable versions of reality where you survive against all odds. Imagine being 150 years old, then 200, your body failing but your consciousness trapped in a reality where medical miracles or sheer statistical anomalies keep you pulsing. It is a lonely, terrifying kind of eternal life. You would watch everyone you love disappear into their own surviving branches, while you remain stuck in a world that feels more and more like a glitch. It suggests that death isn't an exit, but a door that keeps locking you inside the room of existence. We like to think of life as a gift, but the logic of quantum suicide suggests it might be an inescapable loop. If you found this dive into the dark side of physics fascinating, hit the like button and subscribe for more mind-bending theories. What do you think? Would you take the seat in the quantum chair to prove the theory? Or is the risk of eternal loneliness too much to handle?